June was simultaneously a very productive month and a very unproductive month. For half of June, I was actually home and I was working very hard on the game, updating all the components so that I can play test it. And the other half of June, I was traveling, family reunion stuff, and summer vacation with my wife in Ireland. I thought I was ready to start playtesting this game in June, but it turns out I really needed to finish updating the assets. The monster cards were completely outdated, so I've completely rewritten every single monster card. I've redesigned the monster card. They are now on tarot-sized cards instead of the square cards, and all the information is now on the front of the monster card. So I did a lot of re-authoring of the monster cards to make everything work on the front of the card. So you no longer have to flip monster cards over repeatedly as you play the game. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the back of the monster cards. I can either do splash art, I could do advanced rules for advanced play that extend the rules on the front of the card, or I can just do a generic monster card back. So that is something that I still need to figure out. I've done a complete redesign of the hero cards. The stat tracker and the hero card are now combined into one card. I really like how simple and clean the new hero cards are. The back of the hero cards I still need to do, and I think I'm gonna put setup instructions on the back of the cards because each hero class has slightly different setup instructions. Like the magic user starts with spells, so I'm gonna lay out the rules for how to equip the magic user with spells. The cleric gets to start with some potions and some ingredients. So all the class specific instructions are going to be on the back of the hero cards, I think, and maybe some more splash art. We'll see how much real estate there is. I also needed to do an update of all the counters now that there's like a completely different counter count, because a lot of the counters have been converted to mini cards. These all used to be counters, now they're cards. I needed to figure out exactly how many counters are going to ship with the game. The game is still going to ship with monster counters. The monster counters still have warnings on the back, so a lot of that's going to still work like it used to. The game is still going to ship with vital stat counters, and those are going to be placed on the hero card like that. Environmental counters, we've still got doors, gaps, debris. The secret passage counters are new. There's a search keyword on one side and secret passage on the other, and I'm still working out this brand new secret passage system. I've never really been happy with the way secret passages work in this game. The secret passages are baked into the map tiles themselves, and I've been thinking about ways to make secret passages a little more robust and a little more procedural so that they can connect lots of different types of rooms together if you're lucky enough to find one. This new version of the game is gonna ship with these paired sets of unique IDs. So now let's say the warrior drops this great sword on the ground. You basically can, put one of these unique IDs on the card that's in the player's hand, and you pair that to the same unique ID on the map space where the sword was dropped. And now you know that, like, okay, this great sword is sitting on this map space. I've also included in this version of the game little counters, chits. It's always been a little tricky to keep track of how many turns are left for a certain type of timer or a condition or a spell effect. And so I just decided to bite the bullet and include some little numeric counters. We've got starting equipment for the 4 classes. They're color coded to match the hero card type. We've got our spell deck. Rare items are all generic rare items on the back, but on the front you'll see the rare items are broken down into power items, lost artifacts, and dark relics. We've got our ingredients, and we've got the potions that the ingredients can make. We have our discovery cards, which are how the quests are built and run. And the discovery cards contain traps, they contain loot, they contain warnings. And then we have our quest cards that sort of drive the goals and the narrative of each quest. And I've only got the quest cards finished for scenario 1, so I still need to do the quest cards for scenario 2 and 3. I do have some minor revisions that I'm going to do to the map tiles. There are a few missing components. I need a very small deck of condition cards. Some of the monsters on a Nat 1 will trigger certain conditions like poisoned or infected or bleeding. So I still need to write the condition cards. And there are a couple missing items. The flail, the crossbow, I think the creature trap. There's like 3 or 4 missing items that I need to finish. I still have the standees. The standees are still gonna be available either in the core set. I may just include them with all this, and the game will just cost more, but you buy 1 box and you have everything you need. Or I may offer this as an add-on. Still sort of torturing myself over that, but that's really a good problem to have at this point because I have all the options. I just haven't decided how I want to package them yet. Anyways, finally ready to start playtesting. I am going to playtest this week. I've blocked out a couple days. I hope to get a dozen playtests in, and I will report back, so stay tuned.